Research usually starts with a question or idea, something you want to know more about, or maybe something you want to verify. Research can happen not only in your classes, but also in your everyday life. Many people will do research before making a big purchase or before applying for a new job. We can even say dating is a type of research as you get to know the other person and decide if you want to continue spending time with them. In this video, we want to focus on research that is more about finding existing information through books or the internet than the research you do in a more experimental or experiential way. So here are some steps you can take as you begin your research for a class assignment. First, know your assignment. What parameters do you have from the professor? Are there specific topics to choose from or a specific type of topic? What type of research or sources do you need? Next, we're going to pick a topic. Of the available topics, which three sound the most interesting? Or if there aren't specific topics to choose from, what would you most be interested in researching and writing about? Choosing a topic you enjoy will go a long way in motivating you to work on your assignment. I recommend choosing a couple different topics because you may realize as you do your research that your initial topic isn't the best fit for the assignment, or you aren't able to find the information you need. The brainstorming. Choose your favorite brainstorming method, like a mind map, free writing, bulleted lists, or any other brainstorming strategy you know. Ask yourself and write down what you already know about a topic and what you would like to know or what questions you have about the topic. This is a time to just get everything down on paper. Don't worry about complete sentences or grammar. I recommend a brainstorming step because your questions might become the focus of your research. We're going to do some quick research. In this step, we're still being pretty general. We aren't looking for super specific peer-reviewed scholarly articles. You can check encyclopedias, Wikipedia, your textbook, newspapers, magazines, consult friends or family, or just do some Google searching. Use the information you gathered in your initial quick research to add to your brainstorming list. Did the information you found prompt any new questions or answer some questions? Did you notice there was more information about a certain aspect of your topic than another aspect? Do you just need to change topics? At this point, we're still just wondering and noticing what information is available. Now is a little bit deeper dive. Since we're still exploring our topic, at this point, we're going to follow the rabbit trails when they come up. We do want to use some discretion and not follow every rabbit trail, but if you find yourself following a specific line of research, that might be a sign to use it as your more focused idea. Your focused idea can become your research question or thesis. Writing a research question or thesis statement. Now that we've done our preliminary research, we can start considering a thesis or research question. The thesis of your paper explains your main point. Generally, your research will guide and support your thesis. Research questions have a similar role, but are written in a question form rather than as a statement like the thesis. Your research questions may come from your brainstorming time and be modified based on your initial search. The research questions help you identify what you want to research because you noticed a gap or lack of articles in a particular area of your initial research. Sometimes you may have one research question or multiple research questions. The research questions help guide what you are researching, what you write about, and how your research supports what you wrote. Your professor will often give you guidelines on whether to use research questions, a thesis statement, or both. Once you have picked a topic and a thesis or research question, you'll want to do more research in the library's databases, books, or online. You will most likely use some of the sources you have already found, but will need additional sources too. A librarian can help you with all these stages of the research process in a research coach appointment. Schedule one today.